Throughout the year, the movie industry focuses on summer blockbusters. And while those films can be excellent, what about the less than excellent ones? Not every film can be the best or even good. Some must be the worst. It's just how things go. And there have been some films that have been critically panned by critics throughout the years. Here's the list of the top 10 worst movies of 2021 according to the viewers and critics. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Alright, let's get to it! At number 10, The Misfits. We present The Misfits to anyone who believes the Fast and Furious films are mindless action escapades. This is what a Fast and Furious movie would look like if there was no innovative action or interesting characters. The cast, which includes Jamie Chung, Tim Roth, and Pierce Brosnan, a former James Bond for crying out loud, would lead you to believe otherwise. At least Brosnan appears to be having fun, but the same can't be said for the audience. At number 9, The Woman in the Window. With Amy Adams starring, Joe Wright directing, and a plot reminiscent of Rear Window, this psychological thriller appears to be a possible Oscar contender. We knew something was wrong after the negative test screenings, re-editing, and sale to Netflix, so we didn't expect it to go so wrong. While Adams and Julianne Moore deliver natural performances, many of the other actors act as if they're from another planet. Perhaps that was the intention, but it comes across as unintentionally funny. At number 8, Voyagers. The concept of the Lord of the Flies in space sounds interesting, but Voyagers lacks any interesting characters, visuals, or plot twists. The promising young cast, which includes Ty Sheridan and Lily Rose Depp, does their best with one-note roles. Neil Burger has directed some good films such as The Illusionist, but the studio clearly wanted him to repeat the success of the first Divergent. Whereas the Divergent franchise lasted at least 3 films, we can't see Voyagers getting a straight-to-video sequel with half the budget. At number 7, Home Sweet Home Alone. Home Alone 2 was better than everything that came after the original, whether you think it's the same thing or a misunderstood gem. As bad as the subsequent 3 sequels were, they got one thing right. We're supposed to root for the kid and against the intruders. Ellie Kemper and Rob Delaney's characters are oddly sympathetic in this Disney Plus reboot, whereas Archie Yates' Max is a jerk from start to finish. So even in terms of soulless retreads, this film failed miserably. Instead of squandering its talented cast and a popular IP, they should have done something different, maybe with Ryan Reynolds. At number 6, Thunder Force. A director of Melissa McCarthy film usually tells you whether or not it'll be successful. There's a lot of potential if someone other than Ben Falcone is behind the camera. If Falcone's in charge, expect to laugh once every 20 minutes, give or take. Please don't get us wrong. As a real-life couple and co-stars, we adore Falcone and McCarthy, but his direction of her never works. Thunder Force is no exception, adding little to the superhero satire or buddy film formulas. At number 5, Space Jam: A New Legacy. The Looney Tunes can't make up for James's flaws because they get lost in a sea of product placement and references, half of which feel like they were written in 1999. To be fair, there are some genuinely entertaining cameos, when you know what's going on. The second half of the film is so crowded and poorly lit that it's just difficult to make out all the small details most of the time. An IP-packed Space Jam sequel could have worked after the spectacle of Ready Player One and the unexpected heart of the Lego Movie, but the results are disappointing. At number 4, Chaos Walking. Even after numerous delays and reshoots, we hope that Tom Holland, Daisy Ridley, and Doug Liman could save this adaptation of Patrick Ness's acclaimed novel. Unfortunately, watching this holo-dystopian film is a chaotic experience. To be fair, the source material is difficult to adapt. The plot revolves around a world in which everyone can see and hear each other's thoughts. While this concept lends itself well to literature, it may not translate well to a visual medium. And number 3, music. More power to you if you want to make a film about the autism experience. Sure, making a musical based on Sia's songs can be entertaining. Sia's colorful direction and upbeat music are at odds with the film's serious subject matter, which also deals with drugs, death, and divorce. To be sure, musicals like Rent balance serious issues with upbeat music, but that musical understood the subjects at their core. Music can come across as manipulative, and some think infuriating. At number 2, Vanquish. Ruby Rose's Victoria is forced out of retirement in the face-palming bad action thriller when Morgan Freeman's Damon kidnaps her daughter. But here's the thing. Damon confines her daughter in his home, which Victoria has access to. Victoria is a mediocre action heroine, and you'd never guess Freeman is an Oscar winner based on his underutilized performance here. It's an ugly film with illogical editing choices and cinematography draped in putrid colors, desperately attempting to stand out. At number 1, Cosmic Sin. Cosmic Sin is the bizarro version of The Fifth Element. complete with no style and Willis sleepwalking through his performance. Everything about this production feels monotonous and rushed. There are no identifiable characters, no distinct visuals, and there's no action either. Even the opening text appears to have been thrown together on iMovie. We know it's a minor quibble, but when the audience's attention is drawn to the font rather than the characters or the story, you know something's seriously wrong. Well guys, that's it for this one. What'd you think? Let us know in the comments below. If you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.